Hey queens, kings, days, thems, and everything in between. Welcome back. If this is your first time tuning in, then hello, you radiant soul. I am Zalika Shanaz, and you have officially entered a safe space where we discuss things like mental health, healing, and lots of self-care. If you're vibing with me, how I'm vibing with you, then do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe. Today's affirmation of the day is... Now let's get into it. So I was on my way to go babysit. I pulled up at the red light. I was vibing to my music, just having a grand old time, minding my business. When all of a sudden, that light turned green. And baby, I was not moving. I mean, my foot is on the gas and I'm not going nowhere damn where. That is at that moment when I realized I'm fucked up. Like, for real, like, fucked up. And bruh, I'm right in front of the light. Cars are beeping at me. I am in distress. Like, I started crying and everything. I was calling the parent that, like, I was about to go babysit for, and they wasn't even answering. I kept calling. They ended up answering. It was just so bad, bro. It was just so bad. And I ended up waiting for, like, an hour before the tow truck got there. And since that day, my car has not moved. Like, my baby is dead. R.I.P. to my first car. She's deeply missed. But anyways, since then, I have been missing a few weeks of the gym. Like, I missed 2 weeks of the gym. I want to tell you, I can feel that I missed a few weeks. I feel like this is my first day working out. All the junk food I've been eating is catching up to me. Send help. And I'm not gonna lie, it made me just feel very unmotivated. I haven't been as productive as I would like to. I haven't been showing up for myself in the ways that I know that I can. And I just had to realize that just because I had a few off days doesn't mean that my progress is just a race now. And honestly, I had to keep reminding myself of that, because after a few off days, I just feel like, damn, it's over. But no, it's never too late to try, and it's never too late to start over and try again. Like, it's never too late. And there's nothing like just having some good self-care time, just doing a facial, listening to some music or a podcast, as I like to do. I love the Know For Sure podcast. Oh my god, soon I'll be starting my podcast, but that's another story for another day. But yeah, just doing a facial and just like relaxing, you know what I mean? I feel like I've been brought back to life. It is a new month, which means new opportunities for growth, new blessings coming our way, and new intentions. My main thing right now is trying to establish better habits for myself. And at the beginning of the year, I set a lot of intentions for 2023. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty overwhelmed. I'm feeling overwhelmed because it's just like, time is passing by very, very quickly, and it literally hit me today that there's only 3 months left until summer. Did you hear me? 3 months left. Yes, 3 months left until summer, and I am freaking out low-key, but I'm trying to ease my way into just being okay with that. Because, sometimes you got to take small steps towards big goals, and small steps are still progress. So that's what I'm trying to do, trying to set more tangible goals instead of overwhelming myself with like trying to have it all figured out, at once. But it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's really hard. I really want to make these next few months just such transformative months for myself, because baby, I don't know about you, but I'm trying to live my best life this summer, okay? And no, I'm not talking about like parties or something like that. I'm just talking about elevating myself, like in every aspect. I'm talking physically, mentally, spiritually, growing closer to God, of course, and just falling more in love with myself, because I feel like it's time for me to fall in love with myself some more. Like, I'm loving myself, I've been loving myself, treating myself good, but I feel like I can up the ante, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I can take it up a notch, you know what I mean? So that's really like the focus for me these next few months. And I just feel like I've been stagnant, like, for a while. Like, if I'm being honest, if I'm keeping it all the way 100, these past few months, these past few years, honestly, like, the pandemic already set me into a whirlwind. But it's time to, like, get it back together, I feel like. Get myself into a place where
I feel like I'm closer to my higher self and closer to who God has called me to be. Because it's one thing to be who you want to be, and which I am, you know, to be who you want to be, but it's one thing to be who you want to be and doing what you want to do, but then it's a whole nother thing to be doing what God wants you to do and to be the woman that God sees that you can be. Because, you know, like, you might think that you're worth something, but then God is like, no, baby, you're worth even more. So let me not get into preaching and everything right now, but yeah, I feel like I have so much potential, and you know, I don't want to I don't want it to seem like I'm not appreciative, because I am so appreciative. I am so grateful for where I am right now. Like, I'm not where I used to be, and that is a blessing. Like, I am so grateful for that. But I envision such greatness for what I can be. Like, I can see it. You know what I'm saying? I can see that oh my God, excuse that. I don't know what is going on. It sounds like the trees are fighting outside of my window. But like I was trying to say, yeah, I'm just trying to evolve, like, who I am, and to be better so that I can show up better for everything, for showing up better for YouTube, showing up better just for myself and for my mental. I don't want to leave this year in December in the same place that I was in January. Okay? Like, I'm trying to be a whole different person by December. And I know that in order to do that, I'm going to have to make a lot of changes. And that's just being real. Like, that's just keeping it 100. Like, I know I'm gonna have to make a lot of changes, because where I am right now is nowhere close to where I want to be, and I'm tired of waiting. Like, I'm tired of procrastinating. I'm tired of waiting for the perfect time, because all that has done is waste potential. And I feel like it's time to stop playing with the potential that you have and that I have, okay? So there's 3 weeks left of March, which is why I set an intention for myself that is reasonable. I want to just work on being more mindful this month, specifically in the morning for me, because I feel like when I go on my phone first thing, it just be throwing me off. And sometimes, most times, the phone is just a distraction, and I don't want everybody else's content seeping into my subconscious as soon as I woke up. Like, no, let me center myself, let me get myself together before I do all of that. You know, I just want to have more rejuvenating mornings. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing, just trying to be more mindful. And I love me a good self-care journal, and I wanted to read you all a page from this one that I have called Mind Your Mind. So the title of this is, So What is Mindfulness Anyway? Put simply, mindfulness is present moment awareness. It is the act or practice of returning to the present again and again. Sounds simple, right? Well, in our hectic and busy world, being mindful is pretty damn challenging. Facts. Like most other things in life, being present is a practice. We have to work at it. Like, we have to work at remembering our lunch in the fridge every day. Tricky, but absolutely worth it. You may find yourself distracted. Your mind may wander somewhere else. That's normal. Do your best to recenter and bring your mind back to the present when you practice being mindful. Your mind is a powerful thing, so let's use it in a positive way and make yourself a priority. This is just all about taking care of me right now. Like, I feel like the whole season of my life is taking care of myself, putting my mental health first. And I am realizing more and more that the more that I take care of me and put me first, that's how to take my power back. And you can take your power back the same way, by taking care of yourself. Like, we deserve it, you know what I mean? And it's come a point where I'm realizing that it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter what has happened in the past. It doesn't matter how many times you might have said you were going to do something, or you said you were going to accomplish something and then you didn't fall through. It doesn't matter what happened in the past, because you can switch that narrative at any moment. And that's something just so relieving to know. You know what I mean? Like, that you are the author of your own story. So wait, hold up. Scratch that. You are the hero of your own story, okay? And no one is going to save me. No one is going to save you. We have to save ourselves. Like, we can literally rewrite it. Rewrite your book. Rewrite your story right now. Like, the next chapter of my life, I'm going to be the author. I'm writing it out, okay? And I'm going to be choosing myself and choosing my mental health and my peace over everything else. Because really, at the end of the day, like, if you don't have your sanity, if your mental health is failing, if you don't feel good about yourself, it's going to affect every other aspect of your life. So why not pour some time into yourself, you know? And I realized, like, I am the one that's going to either add joy to my life, or I'm just gonna be, you know, being stagnant, letting things just flow on by. But that's why the rest of this month, the rest of these 3 weeks, yes, I missed a week, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to be pouring more into me, pouring more into myself, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. Speaking of cups, hold up. Hold up. Can you see it? Hello, gorgeous. Ah, I love it. Hold up. Let me get a drink because I'm thirsty. Oh, it's hitting. It's hitting. A little ASMR moment. Wait, what was I just talking about? I don't even know what I was just... Oh. Okay. So, yeah, for the rest of March, I just want to be more mindful. And my challenge to myself is just to put in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. There are 24 hours out of the day. 24 hours out of the day. And I'm just requiring 10 minutes of the day for me to just take a moment to breathe. Like, the past few days, I've been meditating, and that's been really nice. Like, I'll just put an alarm on for 10 minutes. And not an alarm, like the timer in the alarm clock app, whatever. But, you know, I put a timer on for 10 minutes, and I just sit there, take my deep breaths, and then, like, only doing 10 minutes sounds like it's not a lot, right? But when you're trying to, like, really build a habit and have something be implemented to your life, sometimes you don't have to start so big. And trust me, I learned this the hard way, because I would always, like, put so much on my checklist, put so many goals, and I'm like, okay, by the end of this month, I need to get this done. But no, then you end up really stressed. Like, I already got gray hair, baby. You don't want to be like me. Don't be stressing yourself out. Don't be stressing yourself out. All you got to do is 10 minutes. All I have to do is 10 minutes. You know what I mean? And that's something that makes it a little bit more tangible and less, like, oh, overwhelming. So if you want to join, wait, hold up. If you want to do this with me, you are welcome to, okay? I think this is the official March Mindfulness Challenge. Hold up. I think we might have just did something. And when it comes to being mindful, you can literally do so many things. Like, you can, like I said, meditating, there's journaling. You could go on a walk. Like, when I used to go on walks, it's a little cold right now, so I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that. But when I used to go on walks, sometimes I would do something where I used to listen to music at one point, and then I don't know what changed. Like, something in me was just like, no music. Like, I just stopped listening to music for a really long time. And I would just, like, let myself think. Like, I would just be, it was kind of like a meditative walk. Because I would just be looking around me, you know, and just noticing the things around me. If you look up online, like, ways to be mindful, there's going to be so many things that'll come up. Like, it's so many different things that you could do that work for you specifically. And I know for me that this is just going to help improve how I'm feeling on the day-to-day basis. Like, and I know this because I've done it before many times, and I've always felt the benefits. So yeah, this is really just about putting yourself first. You know what I'm saying? Putting yourself first. Because if you're trying to be a baddie, not only physically, because you already are a baddie physically, don't play with me. But if you are trying to really be a baddie 2.0 this summer, physically, mentally, spiritually, everything, then baby, there's no better time than now. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no better time than now, for real. Like, it's time to stop pushing things off and stop waiting for the perfect moment and just do it now. Because 3 months from now, you can either be so proud of how much work you put into yourself, or you can just be 3 months from now and still having excuses of why you didn't do those things. So it's really up to you. And I know, I'm sorry if that sounded harsh, but it's true. Like, it's true. Because I really had to check myself too. Like, because when you're used to being in the mindset of having excuses, you keep yourself so complacent, and you don't even realize, like, how you're self-sabotaging yourself. Like, you're literally sabotaging your success by coming up with excuses or always procrastinating something, when baby, you could get that stuff done right now, okay? I wanted to leave you off with some journaling prompts in case you want to reflect. And my question to you is, will you be joining the March Mindfulness Challenge? Will you be taking care of yourself more this March? If so, then comment down below. Please like and subscribe and share to a friend to brighten their day. Thank you so much for all of your support. Make sure you subscribed. I'm not playing for real. Like, for real, make sure you subscribe so that we can stay connected, because come on now, baby, we was vibing. It's time to be a part of the tribe, okay? And once again, just thank you so much for all of your support. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you next week.